I'm Alan Barton. This is my wife, Judy Barton. I've been in the U.S. Army for 22 years, since April of 1991, in the active duty Alabama Army National Guard and the U.S. Army Reserves. I joined the military in 1991. April of 1991, I joined the U.S. Army active duty and volunteered for airborne school right out of basic training, and then volunteered again for the Ranger Battalion. And spent 4 years on active duty at Fort Benning in the Ranger Battalion, and deployed to Somalia in August of 1993, where I was involved in the Black Hawk Down battle. I was with Judy at that time. We were planning on getting married, and was afraid I almost missed our wedding, so I got in a lot of trouble for that. But did get back in time to get married right after Somalia.
Saved the day.
And I know that was very hard on Judy. The first deployment. I got out of the Army in 1995 and went to college full time. And when I got my degree, I got back into the military. I just felt a need to serve the country. I talked to Judy about it, and she allowed me to join back up. In 1998, I joined back up at the Alabama National Guard as a military policeman. And not too long after that, in 2003, at the first of the Iraq War, I was deployed to Baghdad. When I got back from Iraq, I got out of the Alabama National Guard and got in the Army Reserves and became a drill sergeant in the Army Reserves. Was mobilized in 2008 to Fort Benning as a drill sergeant, 2010 to Fort Benning as a first sergeant of an infantry OSIT drill sergeant unit. And then in 2012, I was mobilized to Afghanistan, to Kabul, Afghanistan, through the Army Reserves, and just returned recently, about 3 weeks ago, from Kabul. Memorial Day is a special day for me. I've lost a lot of friends in combat, and it's always a time for me to reflect back on the things that have happened in my military career and my friends that aren't here now. The sacrifices that the families have to make are something we don't think about enough. Even though the soldiers have to make sacrifices, and we talk about the sacrifices they make, and it's not just the ultimate sacrifice when they die, but missing the birthdays, the Thanksgiving, Christmas, turkey season, fishing season, whatever it is you like to do. That whole year is just gone out of your life that you don't get back when you're in another country.
The sacrifices we make at home when he's gone are things like trying to teach Brett to ride a bike without someone to help you, trying to set up the video camera and make sure hopefully you're in front of it as you're trying to teach your child to ride the bike. Doing everything on your own. You don't have your helpmate there to be with you, to guide you. You know, he's our godly man. He's the one that's going to teach my son to be a godly man. And if he's not here, that's left up to me to try and decide, okay, what would he do? So it's just little things like that that are huge sacrifices when you think you don't have half of your family there with you to support you and guide you.
When I was a drill sergeant in 2008, I was one of the older drill sergeants at the time, and one of my soldiers asked me one time, Drill Sergeant, how do you get strength to deploy again and again and to go into battle again and again? And you know, what is it that keeps you driving to do that? And it made me stop and think about, you know, what goes through my mind and how I deal with it personally. And I told them the way that I dealt with it personally was I just put everything on God. Joining the military, I was actually already 28 years old when I joined the military, but it completely changed my life. It's made me a lot better person. It's made me appreciate everything that I have, respect people, respect life, respect God a lot more, and it's brought me a lot closer to God. I don't look at myself as a hero. When people call me a hero, it makes me uncomfortable because I just feel like this is what I was called to do, and I really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed being in the military. I really enjoyed serving the country.